Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so today we got a lot of heat on our deck, and let me be absolutely real, if you're standing up, you need to sit down right at this moment, because troopers, they caught Treyarch with their pants down, and they also caught Activision with their hands in the cookie jar. First of all, we're gonna be talking about the leaderboards and the combat record. It got a ton of people fired up. People are engaging at the moment, so we're gonna be talking about that. It's pretty juicy, and we're gonna bring the heat. Also, we're gonna be talking about the new DLC event that's gonna be happening very soon. So let's just get right into it. As always, if you want to support this non-Fortnite channel, then like and subscribe. It helps out a ton. And I quickly want to do a PSA. If you guys can take a screenshot of this tweet, absolutely do. Like, go find this tweet by yourself. Take a screenshot. Bookmark that page, because I have a feeling that Treyarch will delete this tweet, because this is what they said. For those inquiring about leaderboards, we are aiming to take them live next week. Stay tuned for details. Thank you for your patience. And they said that on the launch day of Black Ops 4, and that was October the 12th. Yes, next week turned into a month, then 2 months, and now we're sitting here. It's been like 5 months and we still haven't got it. And Call of Duty Tracker, they are like troopers. They are doing God's work. I mean, they were doing God's work, and I want them to continue, like, grow Nesquik in the backyard and, you know, do all of that good stuff. So they were kind of doing that, but now it seems like that they are getting to the point where they would have to stop doing that, which is a feels bad for sure. And I salute them, troopers, for their God's work. But this is what they said: we are currently not able to get Call of Duty stats. We are working on alternate solutions, but it could take some time. If anyone from Activision or Treyarch could reach out to us, please do. Thank you. Now, they're asking Activision and Treyarch to step in very politely, but knowing them, they are all about printing Benjamins. They like making paper and all that. So good luck getting a response from them. So it got a ton of people, you know what I mean? Like, it's time to stop, and Treyarch, you gotta step in and do something, because we're talking about Black Ops 4 being a $60 game, $50 season pass, and the whole game is completely monetized. Like, you can buy the tiers, you can buy items in the blackjack shop, you can even buy the reticles in the blackjack shop. We also got loot boxes and a simple feature like leaderboards and combat record. It just feels bad not having that. And also, there are a ton of people engaging over on the Reddit as well, and that's where the real fire is at. And guys, user by the name of bmilla9, and this is what this trooper said: leaderboard petition, Treyarch and ADVI, if you want everything in your community to be ponies and rainbows, then you've lost what brought us all to your game. You promised leaderboards and combat records, we don't get them. You've slowly phased out tracking statistics for the past few years in your games. You killed the companion app, details, stat tracking. I know players as myself, biggest reasoning for getting into Call of Duty in the first place was the competition to do better than friends and see how your stats compare. You're killing off what's made this Call of Duty fun for a lot of people, just to hide your current player count, in which you are going to end up with a double negative and lose even more people. Your game is rated, I cannot say that word on YouTube, so you know what I mean. So stop using this excuse about online happiness, cannot say that word on YouTube. Face the fact that you're no longer the big cheese at the table, and we're no longer the #1 community, and destroying off the rest of your loyal fan base that has decided to stay through the years of absolute mediocrity. So you can see where things are actually going. Obviously, a lot of people are PO'd, and rightfully so. It's kind of understandable. And I want to actually show you guys something, but real quick, I want to talk about zombies as well, because zombies this time has a lot of problems. Like, if Black Ops 4 Zombies is your first time playing Call of Duty Zombies, then this is probably one of the best experience. You're probably gonna like it, and rightfully so. I'm gonna let you enjoy it for sure. But people who have played Black Ops 3 Zombies, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 Zombies, a lot of them, not everyone, but a lot of them, the majority has been complaining about zombies, and rightfully so. Obviously, there are little things like the HUD, it's cluttered, and people want less of that, and we're seeing a lot of recycled content. The fatigue is real, and on top, there's no longer a high round community, you know. And one of the things that I couldn't put my finger on was the leaderboards itself. I was like, hey, why am I not really going for high round? Because I used to do that. I would go to like round 50, or I would try to go to around 100, and the reason I'm not doing that anymore, and this is something that I didn't even recognize at first, it's just coming back in full circle as we speak, is that the reason I'm not going for high round is that there is no motivation behind. And previously, if I go for around 50 or like 100 would be a stretch, but you know what I mean, right? If I would go for a high round, my stats and my record would instantly be put on the leaderboards, and then I can go ahead compare my records with friends and basically everyone in the world, and I would try to beat someone up and they would try to beat me, and you know what I mean, the cycle continues, and that keeps the juice flowing and all that. And I guess that a lot of people really like that. A lot of people like the fact that, hey, I want to go on the leaderboards and see like who's the best player, you know, who has the most rounds survived, who's the #1 player on the leaderboard. I want to look up that, and then I'm gonna try to beat that person. It was really fun, and right now we're kind of missing that. But one of the theory that is going around is that Call of Duty do not want us to know how many players are actually playing the game, and I'm speaking directly to Activision and Treyarch here and gonna give the counter argument, like why even bother hiding the player count knowing the fact that the majority of the players already quit for Apex Legends, Fortnite, and all those games. Obviously there are some people who are gonna play everything, and that's totally fine, that's how the game goes, but a lot of people who stuck with Call of Duty, most of them are like loyal fans. We don't really care about the player count. We just want to have the leaderboards. We just want to have good times, and that's pretty much it. Now, obviously, some people would meme, and that's part of the game. We're gonna let them meme and all that. And on top, even the loyal Call of Duty players are gonna meme. You know, it's just part of the game. So let it be. But just give us the leaderboards and the combat records in game. It's just a basic feature, and it just sucks to see this game be like $60, once again $50 season pass, the whole game is monetized, and still not have basic features. But another theory is that they are trying to put out this Call of Duty companion app. They're gonna find a way to monetize that too, and they want to take control of basically everything. But the sad reality is that they are trying to kill the API thing. And if you ever heard about this innocent website by the name of Social Blade, you know, every YouTuber and their mom is on that website to check the stats. Now, if YouTube killed that API feature, Social Blade would no longer exist, right? And that is like the same thing that's happening with all these Call of Duty tracker, stats tracker websites. They are third-party websites, but they rely on Call of Duty and the API to get the information. But now it seems like that Call of Duty is gonna roll with their companion app. They're gonna tell us the stats. Maybe they're gonna also let us compare our stats with our friends, but it's not gonna tell us how many people are actually on the game. And they're gonna stop the API thing, so the third-party websites will no longer gonna be able to find. And if they cannot find how many people are actually on the game, we will never know. And they're just gonna find new ways to monetize the app, and they're gonna get us to spend more Call of Duty points. And that's just the best case scenario. The worst could be even worse than this, but we need basic feature in the game before we go an extra mile with companion app. But on the other hand, there is gonna be a new DLC coming out, obviously DLC 2 for zombies, and a new DLC event by the name of Shamrock, an awe event. And we had that previously in Call of Duty WW2, cannot say the word on YouTube, and we had this event also in Modern Warfare Remastered, and basically both of them happen in the second week of March, like March 13, March 14, and all of us are expecting it to release on the second week of March, and it's gonna come out on March 12th, and that's gonna be a Tuesday. And in the roadmap itself, it also says Shamrock and awe event, and it said March, so you know we have that window. And it says that in season, I mean, this is exactly what I think we're gonna get with it. Maybe they're gonna space out, maybe they're not gonna space out all of this content. I have a feeling that they're gonna space some of the content out, but I guess that in this season, in the Operation Grand Heist, this is all what we're gonna get later on. So basically in season we can expect to get Infected, Bare Bones playlist, you know, that's kind of like confirmed, and that's gonna be a no specialist playlist. I'm really excited about the prop hunt, and we're also gonna get the Fracture, additional new modes, spring map update, hardcore mode, new equipment, event that is redacted as we speak, so we do not know what that will be, additional new modes as well, and Alcatraz Gauntlet, host migration, new elixirs, server pause, split screen pause. So that is everything that we know that is in season. But on the other hand, a new sniper rifle was leaked and a new hammer is coming out, so I expect both of them to be in this event as well. And we're probably gonna get 20 to 25 tiers, and it's gonna last for 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even a month, so that's something to expect. Also, David Mason is gonna be a playable character that was found in the game files, and let me be real, I have seen it, but I won't be able to put it on the screen, so take my word, it's gonna be coming out, but we do not know when exactly. I'm expecting it to release with this Shamrock and awe event. It can release later on, and it might be something that we gotta pay money to actually get, because we're talking about Call of Duty and Activision. On the other hand, DLC 2 Zombies map is definitely gonna be coming out on March 26, because it says March right here for the PS4, and for Xbox it said April. And we know content generally releases a week later on Xbox and PC, so everyone is doing their calculations and everyone got to the point where, hey, we're gonna get a new zombies map in March, in fact on March the 26th, so I'm kind of excited about it. I wish that we got it a little bit earlier, but hey, nevertheless, we're gonna be getting the Shamrock and Awe event very soon, so let's just hope that we get something good, and I hope that we get actual leaderboards and combat record in the game, because it has been feeling a little bit dry, if you know what I mean. But let me know your thoughts below, like and subscribe. I'm gonna keep you guys in the loop. Check out some other videos on the screen, and I will see you in the next one.